Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Abhi DhiYogi with a curated session today about secret to success when it comes to our pursuits in life or love or light. What is the secret? I can tell you that it's very simple to say and to think, but the most difficult to practice. So, today's session is an effort with songs, stories, and some ideas. To define the secret as a practice or yoga. Doesn't need any extraordinary twists and bending per se. Very, very simple. But before we start, how about a song? Which I'm thinking about. When the night has gone and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Whoa, whoa, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. When the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains will crumble to the sea. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long, stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. Thank you. Most of our pursuits in life when it comes to our professional life, let's look at it in that way. Be it in schools, be it with our hobbies or whatnot, or be it at work, whatever we have chosen to pursue to either pay the bills or fulfill other needs, whatever it may be. we always want success. Natural. But how do you define success? It could be meeting some expectation, yeah? Maybe of others, or the expectations that we have for ourselves. So for example, I go and take a math test, and I, let's say, score 80% in that test. And the teacher gives me an A, yeah? I could be satisfied with that, yeah? Meeting some expectation, correct, of getting an A. Or let's say I had my personal expectation, my expectation, yeah? Of giving the best to the exam that was there. And what would be giving the best? For me, making the least number of mistakes. Meaning, maybe getting 100%, I don't know, right? But the result that comes out, let's say I get my 80% and my A, could be looking at that result and saying, hey, you know what? I made 20 mistakes, or 20 things that I got wrong, right? So 80 out of 100 was my score. And let's say there were 100 questions, yeah, multiple choice, let's say, where we had to select, for example. And I got 20 wrong. And I could look at that 20 and say, hey, you know what? These are the mistakes I made. Here I missed seeing this aspect of the problem. Or here I committed something that was negligent, right? Whatever it may be. But looking at the result and seeing an opportunity where I could do better next time, per my expectation, which is giving my best. It isn't about an A or a B or a F or whatnot, right? No one's expecting an F, but the point is, you know where I'm going with this. So in life, we are either doing things to meet someone's expectation, which is fine. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. Or meeting one's own expectations. But in the end, I feel that each one of us wants to give the best that we have. And more importantly, receive the best too, yeah? Because most of the expectations is, I do this, what do I get in return? Which is nothing wrong with that either. But the secret is, when I give my best, or try to give my best, in every opportunity that comes my way, It's a matter of time before I start realizing that whatever I get or whatever comes back to me is the best for me. So the secret to success in life is to give the best that we have to whatever we are doing. And from what we get, we'll eventually see how it was the best for, the self. And we'll talk about that after this song and get into the next topic of pursuits of love, because they're connected. ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಮಂಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಸ್ಸಂಜೆ ತಿಳಿತಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲುವೆ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಾಟ ನಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಎದೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಬಗೆದು ನೆತ್ತುಸಿರನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಲಾ 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 ನೀವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆವರಿಸು ನೀ ಬೇಗೆ ಈ ಹರಿಸು ಜನ್ಮಾನದ ಉಲ್ಲಾಸಲಿ ಕುಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ನಿಂತಲ್ಲು ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನನ್ನ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ಆವರಿಸು ಮಾತುಂಬಿ ಆವರಿಸು just matmatali. Thank you. As we were saying, we give our best to whatever we are doing to meet certain expectations of, let's say, others, or the expectations that we have from ourselves, or the most important, I would say, and the most frequent, expectations of what we need in return. So I might give my best, let's say, to a particular responsibility that I have at work for a project, in a project. And the result that comes maybe that it does the work and it was success. And after everything done, maybe the client or the person who you report to says, well, all that's fine, but I'm not really satisfied with the way things went, and this happened and that happened. We finally got it done, great, but so many things went wrong, let's say, right? Not meeting the expectation to whom we are delivering. It's frequent. On the other hand, let's say I was expecting a bonus or a reward because I got something done in time. Then my expectation of receiving that reward also doesn't happen. So we talked about our pursuits professionally. But then we are getting into the part about expectations and pursuits of the heart or love, personal, at work or at home. And what these expectations teach us, that we expect from others, especially in return for whatever we are doing. Sometimes or most of the times cannot be met, right? There's a gap. So giving the best was easy, at a new job or with a new relationship. But then we were expecting something in return, which didn't happen per our expectation. And then we start giving less, let's say. Or, what's the use? I'll just do whatever I need to do, right? That thought may develop or come to mind because our expectation wasn't met. We talked about something before we started this conversation about pursuits of love, let's say, right? Or personal pursuits. We talked about when we give the best, in time we realize whatever came back was for my best. And how do we realize that? Over time. Is okay, the practice of giving the best. But the second part, from whatever happens or whatever we get, if we are open, we may not like, what someone says or what we get in return. That's not the point. But if we're open and accepting, not that some person didn't reward, when all the work was done, or I gave my best but I got 60 out of 100, or I bought something for my loved one and they didn't get me something though we were celebrating a particular day, right? Just different trivial or small examples or big examples that typically happen in everyone's life. And I'm not saying to accept that this so and so did this so and so or said this or that. I'm not saying that. But if I accept that I gave my best, and now from whatever I got in return, I'm feeling discontented. I'm not happy. Whatever the reasons may be, right, that are popping up in my mind and my heart, if I accept those, right, I'm not saying to accept, hey, you know what, this person was rude, but because this person was rude and said something or didn't give this or that would have met my expectation, because my expectation was not met, I'm getting angry, or I'm feeling this or that. Accepting those feelings, those thoughts, is the second practice. To realizing how what we got is the best for us, which we will realize in time, and is the secret. So we give our best. That is one practice. Then whatever happens, accepting it, being open to it, is the second practice. And finally, before we talk about the secret, yeah, maybe a song. Waves, all just waves. You and me, babe. These bees, birds and hay. Waves, oh, just waves. From the stars to the mountains, from the rocks to the oceans, waves, what's near and far, friend, waves, everything in between. I've dived deep, only to surface. I've touched your shore, only to retreat. Waves, this love and hate. Waves, you and me, babe. So giving the best is what we talked about. Then accepting whatever we are going through when something that doesn't meet our expectation happens. It's the second practice. But it's not easy. But to what we said to kickstart, yeah? If I score 80 out of 100 and I've made 20 mistakes, whether I got an A or a C, don't matter. But if my approach is, did I give my best? Okay, I did. I got an 80. All right. And these 20 in which I made a mistake, what can I learn from it? So that I don't make those 20 mistakes. Let's say in one I was a little negligent. Maybe in the other I missed reading the question properly. These were the things. So these are the points in which I need to improve. Maybe time management, whatever it may be. Yeah. But after the result has happened, what is the lesson in it, in that experience, in that result, that will help me be better for the next time or this time? Easy to do, in an example of 80 out of 100 for math where I've made the mistakes, but let's say I didn't get the bonus, though I was expecting after putting in my best, and the client or the boss or whoever we're delivering to says I wasn't satisfied and blah blah blah. One approach is a rebuttal and reaction to it, and the other is accepting, hey, you know what, this person's expectations were not met. Okay. And saying, what could I do better for next time so your expectations are met? And there could be a list. Fair enough. I'll work on that for the next time. It might be related to timing, it might be related to communication, it might be related to different things. No worries. But we'll work on that. And I agree, or I'm with you. Acceptance. Not superficially, but actually, hey, you know what? This may make me do better at whatever I'm doing, right? That's one part. The second is, hey, after going through all this, I was expecting, so and so, right? And can we talk about that? Versus, reacting and being judgmental or saying, this person is not appreciating and blah, blah, blah. But the opportunity to say, you know what, these are the things that I can improve upon. But for the efforts I've put in, which were my best, I was expecting so and so. And who knows, when you put it that way, the person in front of you may give that bonus or the reward that you were looking for. Or in a personal relationship, we make it special by getting something for a loved one, and we were expecting something in return to celebrate, but it wasn't what we were expecting. Rather than grumpy and saying, what, thoughtless and blah, 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 we could say, what, I was expecting so and so, right? And I felt a little sad. person might say, hey, you know what, but I got this because you had mentioned blah, blah, blah. And suddenly, we might see how thoughtful that has been, or that gift was, or whatever they did. And the relationship improves. So pursuits of life, pursuits of love, giving the best and accepting whatever we get, helps us realize that when we look at every experience and every result as an opportunity to improve or to share our expectation as well, yeah? We realize that whatever we get has a lesson for us to be better than who we were. We can either see it, or we can choose to lose focus on it with our own expectations and preconceived notions. That's the choice we have. And when we take every result as an opportunity to improve upon accepting whatever is happening or has happened and giving the best to whatever we are doing, we realize truths about ourselves that only we can. Each step of the way, or one experience at a time, when we do this. So our pursuits of life, where we give the best. Our pursuits of love, where we open up and accept. Both are realized when we take every experience as a lesson so we can give our best and accept. And in doing so, truths about ourselves come into perspective or into focus and help one's pursuit of light, I guess. So thank you for being here today. To sum up the secret, give the best and accept whatever comes one's way. Can be one practice, or the secret can be in one sentence: give the best and learn from the rest. Yeah, I think that sounds better, yeah? So, wishing you the best in your pursuits. And how to give the best and learn from the rest, we'll talk about it tomorrow. See you then. And in the meantime, you can always check out the recordings and the books at abhi.dhiyogi.org. That's abhi.dhiyogi.org. Thank you.